for everybody who's watching right now or listening, if you're good, fucking for everybody who's happy, it's our responsibility to help. Because right now, negativity is very good at marketing. Negativity is very loud. Negativity is very viral. The problem with positivity is you can be dismissive. You're not affected. You're shit. You suck. The world sucks. You're just fucking iron and you can move on. I think you have to be an active participant if you're that fucking lucky. And I take on that responsibility heavy.
Do it as a Jets fan.
Think about that.
You punted a lot of things that you're bad at, man. And I cannot imagine
the
fact that you are still sitting in those fucking jet seats. How do you do that?
Not only that, tomorrow morning when I fly back, it's going to be, Wednesday? Thursday's the draft. I am like sweating thinking, are we going to take Icky? Do we take Sauce? Like I'm fucking obsessed about Thursday and Friday. I got all this shit going on and I'm like, Thursday, we're going to take these college kids and if they don't save my life, I'm going to be pissed.
That was the first place I ever met you was at a Jets game with Sean Nelson from Love.
Be honest, do you have any remembering of Mike Malach meeting for the first time?
Shot.
Ready for this? We were 14. You guys were 3 rows in front of us.
What's going on with your brain, dude? How do you remember shit like that? How would you remember? I was like, dude, that's Gary Vee. And this was like 2015. Yeah,
I remember.
Probably.
But do you remember him? Sean Nelson, come on, that's his CEO of Lovesac. But Mike, the druggie at the time?
I was not a druggie.
I don't know if you caught up with
because he was like
So there's 2 things that go huge for me. Faces, like dominant.
Right.
Like I'm fucking like clear. When it comes to face, clear the thing in the airport and just looks at it and like, that's me. I'm like human clear when it comes to faces.
That thing is impressive.
Also, Mike's a very memorable person. Like when you meet him.
Yeah, but it was chill. It was quick.
Yeah,
it was before kickoff. But I remember it vividly.
That's exactly when it was.
3 rows in. Like I can remember things like that very, very, very
You're
well.
the Rain Man.
In those, in
Dustin
that.
Hoffman. Fucking Rain Man. Dude.
But on the Jets front, right? This is actually real right now. One of the reasons I have so much compassion is I'm so bitter as a sports fan. Between the Jets and the Knicks, there is no question in my life that like I am the least version of myself in those settings. I am out of control at Jet games. I hate people. I want to fight. I've been my worst self at football stadiums. And so it makes me realize, wait a minute, people who are not happy can lose control and have bad behavior. I hate Patriot fans for real. That's called envy.
Oh, it's interesting. You use these moments of out of character to relate when you are this Gary to the people who are stuck in that state. Interesting.
Yep. That became the connection point where I'm like, I get this. You're unhappy in real life. I'm unhappy in this sports life.
So I get it.
So I get, because I really mean it. Like, no, like this is not for show. Like at a Jets game, I'm unhappy. I'm pessimistic.
Are you a liability?
To the Jets?
To the fans.
To the world?
To yourself.
Yes, to society. There's this great moment. I wish my friends were right here. I'll tell the story. I never really tell my bad Jets stories because they're bad. This is a typical Gary move. Steelers travel well. So when the Steelers play the Jets, half the stadium is Steelers. So for some miraculous reason, during a bad Jets season 7 years ago, we decided we're going to beat the Steelers. So we're going to win the game. They've got their towels. We're going to win the game. It's wrapping up. The game's over. 5 minutes left. We were up by 3 touch. We won. This 80-year-old dude is walking up the steps to go to his seat, and I stand up and I go, "Sit down, old man. You're finished." Right? Like, just pissed. Like, sit the fuck down, old man. You're finished, right? And I sit down, and everyone, like, you know, there's a lot of season ticket holders that sit with me, and they're kind of like, they love me because I defend us, but sometimes I go too far, and they're embarrassed, and this would be a step too far, and they're embarrassed. And then, like, Lou turns to me and goes, everyone's a little upset that I did that because he's just a very nice old man. There's no reason to do that.
He's a worker at the stadium.
And no, he's a Steelers fan. He's got the Super Bowl jacket. He's walking. And Lou turns to me, goes, and everyone's upset. And Lou goes, "Man, I wish everybody knew what you actually meant." And I'm like, "I know." Because I meant you're about to die, not that you're a Steelers fan. Like, I'm like, sit down, you're finished in life, not the Jets Steelers game.
My God.
Like, that's it. I've hip checked. The Jets lost to the Patriots 10 years ago.
You really are an assassin.
I was 36. This 12-year-old kid's walking by me after the game. I hip check him into a 12-year-old boy. I'm 36 years old. I hip check him into the cage. His dad turns. I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Like, I get crazy.